Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits to another hard use test. Today we're going to be testing out the Lothar Fox in D2 steel. It's a nice little carry, and I want to test it out. Something pretty light, you know, nothing heavy duty. This is more, I think, of a defensive blade, okay, than a hard use outdoor blade. However, you know, I want to do some kind of testing with this knife and let everybody know how it's going to perform out in the field. You know what I mean? What is everybody carrying? Well, I've got my Gia Brother frame lock clip point here in M390 steel. Pretty nice knife. I've got to do a review on this one. What's everybody carrying? And veterans and active military, as always, just want to say thank you very much for your service. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, let's go over quick specs on this knife. So once again, this is the Lothar Fox. Overall length 7.5 inch, blade length 3.38 inch, blade material D2 steel, blade hardness 62 HRC, blade thickness 3 millimeters, handle length 4.12 inch, handle material G10, weight 2.3 ounces, features full tang lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, and a steel belt loop, and it does have a neck chain in case you want to use it as a neck knife. But I definitely want to show you the sheath in a second or two, so let's just do a quick close-up over here. It's a nice blade. I know it kind of looks funny, but I've been using it to cut up food and all kinds of things, and so far so good. And I just want to test it out a little bit with the outdoors. That handle looks like it's small, but for my hand, boy oh boy, does it fit so well. I mean, I've got such a positive grip on this right now. But the scales are removable. It is a full tang. It has some nice ergonomic contouring, and it's got a bit of a lanyard hole here. All right, so let's do a little bit of testing. There's some logo, small logo, Fox D2 steel, Lothar on the other side. I do have a Legion Premier on this knife, so make sure that you go check it out. Pancake style sheath. Okay, like I said, it did come with a chain. I don't have it here right now, because I've been carrying it in a scout position on the small of my back for concealed carry. Plenty of rivets, holes, pancake style. And check out this clip, man. Now, Lothar, I don't know if you sell this separately or not, but I'm ready to go, you know, to purchase a few of these. So if you guys have any extras to sell, let us know, because this in a scout carry is phenomenal. I cannot believe this is one of the best clips that I have that keeps the profile nice and thin here. It keeps the profile nice and thin on the knife, especially when it's on my back, right? So you don't have this big, thick tech lock, or, you know, these weird Molly type straps. I mean, I've been using paracord. I've been wrapping paracord over here and here, and that has worked out okay, but it's, you know, it becomes flimsy. This is a nice steel clip right here. This is awesome. You know, I'm hoping that these guys might sell it separately. I wouldn't even know where to find this. I don't even know what it's called, but it's nice, you know, it's really nice. But that's the knife. A little up and down play. It's not gonna bother anybody. A little noisy, but I carry this on the small of my back at the ready all the time. It's excellent. All right, so let's do some testing with this knife, okay? I've got this nice little stick, maybe something that you might pick up. You know, you need to process it a little bit. So, but I want to test the edge out and see how it works out. So instead of doing any kind of batoning, to cut it, I'm just going to use the sharpness of the blade to see if I could snap it after I whittle away some of the wood here. Might take a little while, but again, just a test here. This will be good to see how the edge holds up here. No hot spots yet, you know, especially when you're pressing down on the wood and stuff. Depending on how far the tang protrudes, and the tang does protrude here just a bit, but it's rounded off. It's a nice, definitely a nice hard piece of wood. Okay, so just gonna take my time and just whittle it down till I could snap, you know, the wood and the piece, the length of the piece that I want. And I could do a V-notch baton. Maybe I will, but I just want to see how this does. And one can definitely make a notch with this, right? But I want to use this knife a little bit more realistically, right? Oops. Getting to a little bit harder area over here. I probably should have gone up a little bit more, but no big deal. I might have to do a little V-notch batoning, but we'll see. Yeah, so far so good the way it feels. Just an example for those who like to whittle. This is perfect knife, I think, to take with you, you know, on a hike. This is a nice hard piece of wood too. It still feels pretty sharp, but that's good news. Well, you just whittle away. You know, if you need a specific piece like a dowel, maybe some of you will carry a saw, but if you're a minimalist, you know, I think this is definitely a good choice here to possibly take with you. You can see I'm definitely whittling away. Okay, now real quick, let's see. After doing that whittling on that hard wood, let's see if it'll still curl here. Yep. So far, so good. All right, because I'm really applying pressure on that blade here by doing this. Let's see if I can get through this little area. Whoops. Pick that up in a second or two. Just taking my time here. Make sure I don't hurt myself. Just keep on digging in here until I'm able to snap this without doing too much damage to the blade. Or, I mean, the stick. Again, if there's a specific purpose. You can see I'm applying pressure straight down on that piece of wood. Yeah, it's still got a ways to go. Oh, let's keep on going here. I don't know if anybody would pick up anything this thick. It's always a possibility. This is definitely good test. Nice hard piece of wood. Now, I notice because the handle is small, I'm starting to sweat, right? It is starting to roll a little bit inside my hand, so be aware of that. Ooh, definitely picked a good challenging piece of wood here, for sure. Whew. Okay. All right, it did it. Good enough. You know what I mean? For me, that's good enough. And then you can do what it is that you need to do here to refine this, right? Okay. Okay, but if I specifically needed something this size, a dowel of some sort, a leg for a table, okay, and you don't have a saw with you, again, you're minimalist, you're trying to take something out into the field, lightweight, this knife has done it. This knife has done a good job. I have another piece of the stick here, so let's see. And there's the bark that's coming off. Okay, and then still making those curls. After applying all that pressure here. I think we're good to go. I mean, just a small idea. All right. Now let's, I want to do a little bit of batoning. So let me clean this up and we'll test it out. I'm going to use this as the baton. All right. It's a little bit too big to do some vertical batoning. So I'm just going to test it out by doing a little bit of V-notch batoning here. We'll see how the edge holds up, you know? Again, nothing heavy duty. I think this would be a fair test if you were out on a hike. And you need to make a notch of some sort. Way faster than digging in like I was doing before. Okay, let's just take a look at that edge. That edge looks straight to me. Let's just keep going here. I am almost through. Oh, there we go. Hold on a second. Let me pick those up. 1 second. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. There we are. Let's take a look at that edge again. That edge looks good. It looks straight. I love the way this thing feels. All right, so this is now big enough to fit in the camera. Well, you know what? Let me do this one first. I want to do the vertical first. So this is a nice little small piece here. Perfect. Nice. Okay, great. So let me just pick up that other piece that fell on the floor here. All right. Again, just a quick example. Let me pick up that other piece that I'm going to do the horizontal batoning with. Okay. I'm going to do the horizontal batoning with this one, but you know, I just needed to fit everything in the camera, or else I would have batoned the whole piece to make feather sticks, but you get the idea now. And that still looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm still making my curls here, so excellent. excellent. Now let's try, I'm gonna just put these up on the side in a way, and I will clean this off. Fantastic. Now let's see how this will work out like this. This is a little shaky, so what I'll do is I'll try it. I'll angle the blade. Okay. Whoops. I also have the camera right in front of me. Probably a stupid way of doing this, but there we go. Okay, it did it. Nice. That's what I wanted. I accomplished it. Now let's see if I could do the whole blade now that I have a really stable platform. Nice. Okay, fantastic. Let's try this one. It's got some weird knots and stuff over here. Good, it did it. So again, an idea that this knife can do a little bit of batoning, right? Not that I say that you should, but that edge looks good. Looks straight, doesn't look damaged. Still feels sharp. Let's see. Just taking off that bark. And you can see I'm making these really fine curls right here. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, okay, so vertical, horizontal batoning, check. Little V-notch batoning, check. Right? I mean, making curls is going to be easy. So you've made your pile for your little fire. Maybe you want to make a cup of coffee, you need to make a little fire. I know some of the smarter people probably bring other types of fuel with them, but if you're adventurous and you want to use whatever resources are around you, especially if you're a minimalist, you don't want to take a lot of heavy things with you. Take this nice lightweight knife. Again, I have no illusions. I know that there's all kinds of things on the ground, little sticks and stuff that you can pick up. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you know, this is a good way for me to show you testing out this knife right here, okay? You just make a ton of this stuff. A nice big pile. And then you put all those sticks that you batoned, horizontal, vertical, however, and you use your lighter and start up a small fire, okay? I think I've pretty much showed you guys some outdoor capabilities of this knife. Let me see if I could just make a quick feather stick for everybody. I think I've showed you guys that this knife is capable for doing some very light work, easy tasks outdoor, nothing heavy duty. This will be perfect as a pocket fixie. Also, if you don't want to carry it on your belt, you can make a nice little feather stick or what have you. Again, I'm pretty close up in the camera. It's not like I got to do something very long, so. Okay, just a small little example. So actually, you know what I have here also is some fat wood. Maybe you guys have a little bit of fat wood that you want to take. You know, you're rationing out your fat wood as you're trekking through the woods, etc. You just need to make a few little curls to help supplement your pile. okay? You can make these just these little shavings here. Now, let me check the spine. The spine is very rounded off. It's rounded off. It's not sharp at all. So you're not going to get the fluff. So you're definitely going to need to do, you know, some really thin shavings here. Right? And again, you shave enough, and then you have the rest that you stick in your pack. But yeah, I mean, real nice. So far, so good, man. If you wanted to definitely use the spine to do some scraping and sparking, you're definitely going to have to put this in front of a sharpening system of some sort and just put a burr on here, you know, like a sander or a workshop. Put a burr on here. But yeah, I mean, pretty nice. Let's just test out the tip. This is just in the fat wood. Okay, made a little divot in the fat wood. Maybe you want to keep this around your neck, you know, you make a hole all the way through, and you have something a little bit small, and you keep that around your neck so you don't lose it. Let's see this right here. Oops, sorry about that. Like I said, I got the camera in front of me. I probably should have done this a different way, but I guess I was feeling lazy today, so. All right, just a small example, little hole. Tip is fine, still there. Edge is looking good. Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely do some smaller tasks for the outdoors. You know what I need to do? I need to cut this in half, a little piece of leather. Okay, got it nice and even. Oops, oh, it did it. Okay, good. So I'm gonna get some lanyards for a couple of knives that I want, and I wanted to use this piece of leather to do it. Let me get some other materials. We'll test out some plastics and paracord, etc. See how it works out. All right, I've got some material over here. Now, I don't see why a construction worker, carpenter, wouldn't want to use this at the job site. Why not? You know, it's a nice blade, but we're gonna test out some stuff that maybe you might find camping or hiking. Like you know, as always, I like to test a little bit of paracord, almost like a staple. Right? Just test out. Nice piece. I just love the way this feels in the hand, but like I said, let me just mention again, I was sweating and it started to roll a little bit on me in my hand. Okay, here I have something else. This is definitely seatbelt material. Okay, this is some kind of Cordura or nylon. All right, it's pretty sturdy. So let's just cut that. That was real easy. All right, let's do it again. So if you're law enforcement, first responder of some sort, you know, or if you're in the military, you want something really lightweight and small, this might do the job here. Here's some some synthetic rope over here. Just do a little cut test here. Easy, very easy. Still sharp after that little bit of use and abuse. You know, I don't know how many of you would use this knife like this, but I would. Okay, good. That's cut. Now I have, here's some other material. This is like I don't know, some kind of cotton or something. It's not nylon, but it is quite sturdy. And at the construction site over here, they wrap this around items that they bring in, you know, from the suppliers. And this knife would be perfect to cut away, to loosen some stuff to get to the material that they need to use. So nice. This material is used to install the screens on screen doors and screen windows. It goes in between the little slots in the frame. Why not use this to, you know, make your cut, okay? So it's tubing, plastic tubing, and it functions, all right? Okay, here's some other plastic material. They tie down the trees here at the complex because the wind knocks them over all the time. It's just real easy to cut. This is just a little handy knife, so you know, if you don't want to carry a pocket folder with you at the job site, you want a fixie because you like fixies better, this knife will do it for you, okay? Now I got something a little bit more heavy duty here. As you can see, this is the plastic pallet ties. No problem, right? So you get in there and you cut. To get to the materials, here's something a little bit thicker. They have prefab roofs here. So they tie the roofs, all that wood together with this stuff. And this is tough stuff, man. And they use a crane to get it off the truck and put it down on the floor. Then the next step is for somebody to loosen all the stuff, or somebody takes out their knife and they cut it to get to the pallets, okay? And then last but not least, whoops, a little bit of cardboard cutting, okay? All right, so not bad, man. I mean, if you gotta use the tip to cut the cardboard, you got it. Very nice, okay? I think the knife did a great job. It's definitely a good alternative to a pocket a pocket folder, you know, if you want a nice fixed blade. Edge seems to hold up okay. It's still pretty sharp. It's grabbing my nail. Steel is fine. Handle is fine. Nothing came loose, you know, after that little bit of batoning. I like this knife, man. I like this knife a lot. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, troops, that's about it. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, pause on the slides. There'll be phone numbers you can call, websites that you can surf. Heartfelt message from Martin Miller, one of your own, Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, let me know what you think about this little pocket fixie. Self-defense knife, call it what you want. I think this knife is pretty badass. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.
Legionnaires!